I'm Morgan, and this is my co-host Gabby, and this is Channel 6 Nightly News. Tonight we will be bringing back 2 Vietnam War veterans, as well as stories about the Civil Rights Movement, the Great Society, and others. We hope you enjoy our program.
Now we have our 2 war veterans with us today, and they will be sharing their experiences from the war. We're going to start off by asking our veterans a few questions. This is General William C. Westmoreland and Private Elliott. So General, where were you stationed?
I was stationed, well, I can't actually tell you where I was stationed. I was stationed in the northeast corner of South Vietnam.
What was your most tragic experience?
For me, the most tragic experience was having to create the search and destroy policy to combat guerrilla warfare.
How did you feel about the war?
I felt it was a very great effort on the United States' part, and I was glad that we were able to bring the Viet Cong down.
Thank you. So Elliot, where were you stationed?
I was stationed in the woods somewhere in Vietnam.
What was that?
I was stationed in the woods somewhere in Vietnam.
Okay, and you don't know where?
No, I don't.
Okay, how did you feel about the war?
It was pretty bad.
Why?
My friend got shot around the leg. Saw him
You
die.
had to experience that?
Yeah, I saw him die. You ever seen a man die before?
What was your duty in the war?
To not die.
Okay. What was your most tragic experience?
My buddy lost his leg. Got
And
shot.
Has that affected you as of today?
Yeah, I think about every day.
Okay. I'd like to thank General and Private Elliott for coming today, and they gave great interviews.
Did you guys hear that? Viet Cong coming, guys. Run! Go! Hide!
Come watch the Beach Boys this Saturday in Sacramento, California. Welcome back after that miscommunication, and I am here with Martin Luther King Jr., and I'm going to be asking him a couple questions. So, what made you feel so strongly about equality?
It's not that I felt so strongly about equality, it was that I felt strongly about inequality towards my black people.
Okay. What are some inequalities that you face on a day-to-day basis?
Me and my fellow Americans cannot sit on the same side of the bus, we can't go to the same water fountain, we can't go to the same lunch counters.
What are some of your fears about fighting against inequality?
I have no fears of fighting against inequality. I have a dream, and that dream is that one day white men and black men will be able to live together in harmony without segregation.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
No, thank you.
Next on Channel 6 Nightly News, we have a live interview between Gabby and President John F. Kennedy.
Hi, I'm here today with John F. Kennedy. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. So, what are your accomplishments thus far?
One of the accomplishments I've achieved as president is I established the Peace Corps, and I'm also I am the youngest president to ever be elected.
Wow. So, what happened during the Cuban Missile Crisis?
Well, Russia put some missiles in Cuba, pointed them at the USA. That wasn't all right. We told them to get them out of there, and then they did.
So, why do you think things turned out as they did?
Good laws and great people. We live in a great country, and we're going to keep doing great things.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you for being on the
Thank
show
you.
today. So now on to the topic of the Great Society.
The Great Society was a set of domestic programs in the United States launched by President Lyndon B. Johnson from 1964 to 1965. The main goal was the elimination of poverty and racial injustice. President Johnson first used the term Great Society in his speech at Ohio University, then unveiled the program in greater detail at an appearance in the University of Michigan.
Now for some legislative actions. It was in the area of civil rights and economic assistance that the Great Society was most effective. The Civil Rights Act made employment discrimination and literacy test and poll taxes.
Lastly, we will be discussing the upheaval of 1968, which consisted of the Tet Offensive, which was when North Vietnam attacked the South where Americans were, MLK and Robert Kennedy, which was John F. K's brother, they were both assassinated, anti-war protests, which were protests in major cities that consisted of thousands of people, the Cuban Missile Crisis, which was a 13-day military and political standoff between the U.S. and Russia. There was repressive governments all across the world, which was where the governments were restraining people against their rights. There was the Orangeburg Massacre. It was a protest at SCSU that turned deadly when a shooter showed up to shoot the students that were protesting, and it was also the height of the Vietnam War.
Thank you for watching the 6 o'clock nightly news, and now we're signing off with Gabby and
Morgan.
Hi, I'm Gabby, and this is my co-host Morgan, and this is Channel 6. So today we're going to start off by asking our veterans a few questions. So today we have...
You're horrible.
Oh shoot, I forgot.
Well, where are you supposed to switch? You know where mine is?
Yours is that one back there. It's up here.
No, this is mine.
No, that one's mine.
No, it's not. It's got my name on it.
How did you feel about the war?
I personally thought it was a very valiant effort on our part. Damn.
How did you feel about the war?
I thought it was a very valiant part on the United States.
Stop it.
And I also am one of the youngest. I am the youngest president to be elected. Dang it.
So now on to the Great Society and a few facts about it.
My phone
A few facts about it.